Good morning. This is Franco. Here is my first live stream. I do trade the futures market, uh, mostly the NQ. And here it is. The market is open already. It's 9:37 in the morning. This is the first live I do in this channel. I was with Trading Futures Live, and I am trading by myself here in this channel. So welcome, and let's see how this goes today. I would like to check on the internals. I'm gonna do my pre-market analysis every day at 8:45, but for now I am doing this live. See, all right, let's take a look at the internals and see how the markets opened up. Bear with me while I try to catch up with all the technical aspects of the live stream. All right, market is basically flat. We have the overnight low and overnight high. We're trading within that range. We do have pending sales at 10. So let's wait for the news. I don't want to rush in any type of trading before I have the signal. Please do not take my trades. This is just for educational purposes and for my own accountability. Thank you. Today I'm going to trade two accounts. I do have my own personal account, and I have a funded account with Apex, and I do mirror them into a trade multiplier, so I can I reply my trades. Here, let's put show global objects. Yes, there we go. Okay, so here it is. Let me configure my account here. Yes, all right, so here you have my account configured. We can leave this window open. Even though I don't trade from this window, I want to show you my account. In reality, there's nothing you can see there that can affect me, so I can leave it like this. Alright, so I do have this area that I'm gonna discard. It was violated yesterday. So ADQD opened up on the negative side, not very bearish. Went down immediately because we had these dropped in the Nasdaq, right? And now it's catching up to the upside. Same thing for the NQ, for the tick chart, sorry. Opened up on the negative side, keeps the zero line, came back down to a sort of an extreme, created like minus 550, went up to the zero line, and now it's retracing back down. My goal with this channel is like the same I had with the other channel, just my own accountability, so you can expect full transparency from my end here. I will do my best to show you when I do good trades and when I take bad trades, show you my losers, my winners, and so on. So let me set up my accounts, right? Katana, group accounts, settings. All right, let me move this out of the way. There we go. Okay, my main account is this. Then I have a funded account with this one. All right, copy master. There we go. Max 5 contracts. I'm gonna put like 3 contracts max. I'm trading the minis today. All right, so very sideways, and I do expect the market to keep sideways till like 10 because we have pending home sales. I'll show you what is that we have here. All right, so the calendar is right here. I hope my computer does not crash. There we go. So I do like to use investing.com instead of Forex Factory. Let me move this a little bit out of the way. All right, so all the mortgage and real estate numbers have been very depressing lately. No wonder why the real estate market is slowing down a little bit, right? That's a topic for another video, but what I want to show you is that in 16 minutes we will have pending home sales index, right? And then crude oil, but this is 10:30. So we gotta be careful because this is a high impact, especially now that we're expecting recession and so on. The real estate market is very important for the future of the economy. Feel free to leave comments down below. Beto, if you hear me, can you type in the chat, please? Hello or something. Thank you. All right, this is my first live. So very sideways. I haven't have any type of signal here. I can trade within the range. Now I do have supply at 958. This is from yesterday. It was a very nice supply that I did not take yesterday, but it never came back in. So oh yeah, it came at 130. Look at that. It held and then started to drop, started to fall from there, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if we stay sideways the rest of the day, because let's go see here. Tomorrow we have GDP revisions, right? Let's see how this goes. Very important, especially now that we're waiting a so-called recession. And then we have the Jackson Hole Symposium, the event that is going to be tomorrow, and today is what? Today is Wednesday, right? Yes. Today is Wednesday, so today and tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, I'm sure we have Thursday and Friday. Yeah. So Fed Chair is scheduled to speak Friday on the Jackson Hole, so that will most likely move the markets, right? So let's get this window out of the way and let's keep it here somewhere in case I need it. right? Let's show you my smart risk, even though here is not activated. Here I set it today. I'm gonna risk, not in percentages but in dollars, $300 per trade in every account that I will trade, right? So I'm not trading from these windows, guys, but you will be able to see my trades live there. All right, so ADQD started to break to the upside. Tick chart is basically garbage. It's been sideways since 940, right? This chart is very atypical because this chart tends to move up and down very sharply, but it's been sideways from 38 to 48, 10 minutes. No wonder we have this just sideways movement. Now let's take a look at the volume today. Okay, the volume, for those who don't know me, I like to assess volume at 9:38. That's a pretty odd time, but if you see, that is the highest volume in the day of the 7-minute chart, right? So here you can see the volume today, but the volume yesterday, if we move the chart here, you see how yesterday was a higher volume a day. Let me put here like 60 days so we don't get stingy with the data, right? So here you can see how today is sort of like a lower volume day. You see the red line is the volume today, right? These are previous days, right? Certainly a lower volume than yesterday and Monday. Now you have to be careful because we cannot be blind and say, all right, today is a lower volume day. Yes, as of now is a low volume day, but we have news at 10. So let's see how the news report impact the movement in the market. Yes, a bit stronger than the NQ. RDY definitely the strongest market today. NQ is lagging. And let's go check our portfolio lab. And I have Gap dropping 2%, Macy's dropping 2%, Dick's Sport dropping 2%, Nvidia 1.5%, but I don't have any extreme though. Now I have Bed Bath & Beyond up 20%. Yeah, after the big drop last week. Peloton just stroke a deal with Amazon to sell their bikes on Amazon. Tesla 1.7%. Roblox is plus 1.9%. Even though I do have more extreme on my watch list, I don't have very negative sentiment here. This is pretty sideways. No wonder why the market is basically sideways. It's time for us to just wait, and I do have to confess, patience is one of the key components of day trading. I wasn't very patient. I have developed a little bit on the latest, I would say 1 year or 1.5 year, 18 months. My subconscious mind have understood that a little bit of patience will pay me off much better. So we broke out this consolidation area, but clearly a lot of supply is coming into the market. I'm not attempting any trading as of yet. All this area that I have here is overnight. I could play the demand overnight, but definitely not a supply zone overnight. I've had big issues in the past trading overnight, especially supplies. For those watching, 1 or 2 people watching, I do welcome to my channel. I am just starting to take this venture of this channel to see if I can grow it, just show my trades and have more accountability. This thing will make me trade in a more transparent way and in a more professional fashion. Still sideways. This is a sort of like a bull trap. Well, the definition of bull trap is above the overnight, but here we do have the intraday breakout here, but immediately sellers came into the market, so sort of like a bull trap. So 4 minutes for the news. I do not care about the news report per se. I do care about the volatility that the news is going to impact into the market. So I do care about the volatility. That's why I don't want to be in any sort of even, well, I sometimes I do take because I do have this conspiracy theory that they do take price to certain levels right before news, but that is just me. That is nothing that I can explain technically. But if you trade the market so long, and this is my 5th year, you can notice how every time a news event is gonna break, the market is in certain levels, even demand or supply, it depends, right? And I do not care about the number itself. I just care about the volatility that it's gonna cause into the market. And I'll tell you, we're just at the open. We haven't had any real movement. Let's see if we can have some sort of movement here. If not, I would not have any problem not taking any trade today. I might take an evaluation and try to fund that account, or I will not take any real trades, because this is pretty difficult. When there's no movement, if you're day trading, you just profit off of the movement. Whereas there is no movement, how are you gonna profit, right? I'm surprised how my computer is handling this. I think last time I tried to do it, it was crashing, but for those watching, I'm just waiting for the market to break the consolidation area. If I want to take a look at the dollar, right? The dollar is being acting very weird. I do think the dollar is acting in a very interesting manner, and for me is pricing in something really serious, because the dollar has been going up this year big time. This is not usual. As a matter of fact, we are at levels of 2002 when the dot-com bubble burst. So remember, the dollar acts like a safe haven. I haven't posted any pre-market live yet, but I'm gonna start doing them soon. So you guys can see what is my pre-market analysis or pre-market context. How is it, right? How I do assess what is my likely scenario for the current trading session, depending on how the dollar, the yen, and the bonds, U.S. government bonds, are doing. We do have another bond dropping today, and the 10-year yield is 3.9098. That is stuff the market does not like high, especially tech. If you see here, if you see 4 markets, R2Y small caps is holding better today, because when when yields are up, tech suffers. Oh, there you go. So we have news out. Right, the news is out. Like I've said, doesn't matter what is the news. But we care about what the market is absorbing, right? All right, so the tick chart created a high. Definitely the ADQD is going up. So what I will be waiting here is just a retracement, and we could draw something like this. um, let's draw something like oh, all right, so let's do something like here a comeback and then a further long, right? So I am definitely favoring the long, but we haven't broken the overnight yet, so we need the setup. What do I need? What I'm expecting? I am expecting the ADQD to just top right there and create a retracement. I do have a blue box. Let's see if I can move this. Let's see if I can move this thing. Wait. I want this 7 minute to close strong. I don't want to trade into weakness, especially if I'm trading long, right? There's 3 more minutes for the 7 minute to close, so still have time. I do want the 7 minute to close above and the ADQD to come back to my blue box. That's what I want in order to take this long. Where I want to take this long, there you go. Here's where I want to take this long, right? There you go. I want to take this here is my primary area, and then I do have this area down here. There you go. If it gets here, right? What is the dollar doing? Dollar is breaking to the upside, so that's not bad for us. Now, if you see all of the markets, NQ is the weakest one, and what's the reason? Tech usually suffers. Tech usually suffers off of high rates when yields like bond yields are going up. Tech usually drops, right? Now, all right, so we have an extreme on the tick chart, and enclosed below. So this is a no-no for me, the long here. The tick chart started to drop, right, very, very heavily. Now, the ADQD is right at my blue box, right? So let me see how much is the risk on this area and see if I can. So 60, 49, 48. All right, let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Let me assess how much is this. $250. It's not much. All right, I'm gonna cancel the order, right? And I'm gonna have this ready to trade this thing long. And the way I want to trade this thing long is I want the tick chart not to come to this area, right? And the tick chart not making a new low. If it makes a new fresh low, it'll tell me that the market wants to come down, hence I will not take the trade. For now, um, this this red line is working. It was one of the first areas for me to trade, but it was very difficult trade to take, um, because of how the tick chart created a new low and closed down. Now it rejected immediately, and now it's sort of on the negative side, but not any extreme. People ask, oh, but why you didn't take this on the red line, right? Why you didn't take it here? Now I'll show you. I'll show you this simple analysis, right? My invalidation point has to be around here, this pivot, right? Look where my target has to be. Now, target is right there, but I do have some supply around 907. So 907 is around here, right? And if I put this instead of 3 to 1, 2 to 1, look, is barely 1 to 1. Is not a good risk and reward ratio, right? We want asymmetric trades. We need to have low risk and high reward. And because I do have the 907 supply, I'm not willing to take this demand. Now, if this do this, it drops here. Now this tells me that this supply right here could be already cleared out, right? Meaning used up. So when price comes back here, sellers have not the same strength. They have weakened a little bit, right? All right. So this is a fresh 7-minute. It went to my supply. I want to show you guys what this thing did. Let's put studio mode, pre-market, there you go. All right, there we go. Back to the supply. I do have this supply right here. I'll show you which one is it. Is a supply like this. Now I'm leaning more to the long side. That's why I don't want to take this short. That doesn't mean I want this to come back down, right? If this comes back down, I will most likely take a long. Why I do not take the short right here? Because I do not have the internals aligned into my trading direction, right? I acknowledge the fact that this pivot here is a very strong rejection, right? this could cause the drop from here, and if we break to the upside, I will be willing to take the retest right here. This is a very good trade. Break to the upside, retest here, and then we take a long to the upside, right? That's a very likely scenario if we break to the upside, because this week is going to create some trap traders, short sellers here, and then they're going to be underwater, and when price comes back they will bail out their trades, and that will create more of a buying pressure. Now, when I don't talk is because I'm here, okay? I want to be cautious about what the market is doing and what's my next trading plan moving forward. Credit. I could have a retracement up to this part. See if I can take and let me get rid of this. I do have this area that I could take, and because of this location I will take it only confirmation, because it's not optimal, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this. It's 91 to 85. It's a pretty low risk, and I would say I would say 3.5 my risk and reward, right? So ADQD hasn't retraced so much, so I would like a larger pullback here on the ADQD. The tick chart is showing a good setup. So I do have an entry at 91, 891, but I want to wait for it to go deeper into the zone, somewhere around 88. If it gets there, it'll be very, very odd. The supply obviously is right there, is partially working, but is filling orders. Now, I do have a bullish pattern on the 3-minute and a bullish pattern on the 7-minute, so it's not very likely that the supply is gonna work. And this thing has helped me into how to recognize when the trade is gonna work or not, right? If I do have a 7-minute bullish and a 3-minute bullish, do I want to take right there a supply zone? I don't think so. I rather a retracement. I have 5 people watching, so that's great. I know one is me and another one is my brother. So I do thank those 3 people that are watching. This is my first live. Please, if you like what I do here, subscribe into my channel. Still, the supply is working partially. Like I've said before, that week is strong in the 7-minute and in the 3 minutes too. So I want to see what the market does if we have a breakout, the retest of that week. It'll be a good place to buy from. There you go, we're about to break the overnight. So this supply just becomes a demand for me. I would take a breakout here, but not right now because the tick chart is too high for me, and it's not even breaking the high from this pivot. It's not even breaking the high from this pivot. Long story short, you get a rejection, right? Why does the market rejects that? I did have the tick chart here creating a new high, sorry, a lower high, and here this was creating a higher high. So this is not a legit move for me as of right now. I do expect some sort of rejection from the overnight. Remember, if I want to trade this long, I do need the ADQD retracing like it did a few minutes ago. Let me show you. A few minutes One key trade for trading is patience. I always say that, like, you need to have a setup. If the setup does not work, it's fine. It could not work. Like sometimes my trade does not work, but you cannot just jump into trade off of emotions or gut feeling. Now, why I did not take this pivot, right? I said this is a good pivot to take it long from here to there, right? This supply still fresh, so I got a skewed risk and reward ratio. Let's say I want to take this somewhere around here. This is tricky because you need to risk up to the invalidation point. So I would say at least here. Look where my target it'll be. So it's skewed. It's not efficient. I want low risk, high reward. Almost 1 hour into the trading session. It's 5 more minutes for this 30-minute candle to close, and we are into the second 4-hour candle in the session. I mean, in the yes, US session after the open, right? This is the second 4-hour candle. Very choppy market, like I've said. It's not really a motivation for it to move to either side. They're flushing the breakout traders. I haven't taken any trade though. Just waiting. sometimes it's hard just to wait. Alright guys, I do not have any opportunity. I need this price to go up to the supply, and then I will think about taking this long. I don't have any like short, like small risk area right here, and it's very high on the curve, and meaning is has already run too much for me to take it. I did have a setup here. I did have a setup here with this, sorry, right here, but I did not take it, and it has run up. So I'm gonna call this live. I'm gonna try to do this every day. So please, if you like this content, like, subscribe, and share so I can grow this channel and help more people. All right, thank you. See you tomorrow.